Are you looking forward to grow your YouTube channel? Do you want to quit your 9 to 5? Are you looking forward to earn from YouTube content creation? This is what we have done with our YouTube channel, which is Topites Electricians and Solar, from zero to what is now over 70,000 subscribers, a YouTube channel that is purely monetized. Monetization on YouTube is definitely what people are doing, and you can also do that. For you to understand YouTube monetization, you definitely need to be a person of value. How will you be a person of value? The first one is definitely about purpose. Now stick around because I will give you 10 points that will help you become better when it comes to YouTube monetization. If you have identified a problem, and this is where most people get it wrong. Without identifying a problem, it means that no one is looking for a solution. You must be the person that stands on the way where people are looking for the solution, and then be the one to provide the solution so that they benefit. We want to make people keep coming back for more. Now, another important thing that you need to consider is definitely audience. Your audience matters a lot. Now, if you are in USA or Canada, you definitely need to target the audience that are in these regions. And very soon, we are going to discover why it is important to focus your attention on this region. So the audience matter. The niche. What niche are you targeting to start in? This is very important. Pick a niche and decide to go with it. Now, the purpose why a niche is very important is because if you understand anything about, let's say, automations or AI, right? Or if you are into, like I mentioned earlier, farming, or if you are into, like, let's say, construction, like I am into building and construction, basically focusing on solar as well as electrical, you need to understand that it is important for you to pick a niche that you will never run out of ideas, because this is a game where you are supposed to be consistent and you are supposed to give value. If you're not passionate about a niche that you pick, then you will struggle along the way. So you have to be niche specific. If you want to understand the niche that you love or you can be very consistent on, then you need to ask yourself several questions. Number one, is this something that I can do for a long time without burning out? Another important thing is that also use other tools such as Cloud AI as well as Gemini. These are very important tools that every creator should have at their fingertips and constantly using them on a daily basis. My team uses these tools and definitely we have seen the results and improvement. Now you need to understand the niche, all right? So if you get more info when it comes to that, and it is easier for you to digest before you can share it to your specific or your target audience, then you need to stick with that. And also improve on the amount of money that you make every month, and specifically on every video that you create. At number 4, it is important for you to note that the region matters. If especially you're looking forward for high CPM or higher RPM, because remember, we are quitting our 9 to 5 so that we can earn on YouTube or create more income streams. You cannot ignore the fact that the region where your audience watches you matters, because if your region, because if the region that watches you is based in regions such as Africa, Asia, it means that the CPM or the RPM that you are receiving definitely is very, very low. But for this one is very high. So another important thing that we need to factor in is who is watching us, where are they located. Now, if you're finding value out of our today's video, smash that like button and let me know, are you ready, based on what we have already discussed, to quit your 9 to 5 and start your journey on YouTube making money? Now, another important thing, definitely, like I mentioned, is the CPM and RPM. Now, you may wonder, John, what are these that you're talking about? CPM stands for cost per mile and RPM stands for revenue per mile. Now, why is this important? Because cost per mile, what are the advertisers willing to pay? in that region. It is important for you to understand that any content that hits these regions will definitely have high CPM. If at all it gets to this region, the CPM will definitely be very, very low. So you need to be very, very keen on that. And another important thing that also counts when it comes to this is also the niche. Now, there are topics which will target YouTube automation or make money online. These attract higher CPM. Now, couple that with these regions, it means that your pay at the end of the month will definitely be higher. Just before we go to number 5, let me know in the comment section, what niche are you picking? What region are you considering to venture higher? At number 6, we have the video type. Are you creating long form or are you creating short form? If you create long form and your main source of revenue which you target to gain from YouTube is ad revenue, it means that you need to create more long form video, because YouTube will place more ads on these long form videos, and it means that the monetization will be higher. For shorts, earning on shorts is usually very, very low. But we don't underestimate the power of shorts, especially with our team when we work on our videos that we create at Top Heights Solar, which is the other channel that I told you about. Why? Because majority of the people discover us through the short. Another important thing is also on the brand deals. If companies will approach you to market their product because they see that you have an audience and influence online, you receive a cut as a brand ambassador. So those are the various ways that you can earn from YouTube. But before you get to this, your channel has to be monetized. That means you need to hit 1,000 subscribers and you need to have 4,000 watch hours. Now, I know so many people are looking forward to hit this number and they are having a lot of strain. My point, and they're having a lot of challenge to hit these numbers. If you are that person, let me know, and I will assist you to get your channel to 1,000 subscribers as well as 4,000 watch hours. Now, very, very important is also the length of the video, which will dictate the number of ads that will be placed on your video. For instance, videos that last for 8 minutes or longer, the YouTube will automatically place more ads on the video. Also, once you upload a video, YouTube will give you a leeway to have as many ad breaks on that video, if at all it hits the 8-minute mark or even more. So that is very, very important. But it is important for you to not only focus on the length of the video, but the value that you give. Another important thing that we also like to highlight is the editing. If your editing is poor, people will leave early. That will affect your watch hours as well as the average view duration, and also affects the monetization, because you might have 10,000 views on your video, but if the ads will not be shown to as many people as possible, that is where the average view duration kicks in. It means that these ads will not be shown to people. At number 8, did you know that posting time matters a lot? It doesn't matter what you feel, where you are, and what your time is, but what matters is your target region. If your region is here and the time that you're posting your video, the people in this region are asleep, YouTube will not push to them because they are not getting any signal of anyone that is watching. If the first person to watch your video will be in the lower CPM regions such as Asia, it means that that video will be pushed to more people in this region. And if they're in Africa and they are watching during the African time, especially the daytime, it means that YouTube will be pushing to that region, eventually affecting the overall viewership or the audience that will have watched your video. So you must ensure that you post when this region is awake. You post when they are more likely to be online and watching your content, so that the video will be suggested to more people in that region. That is a very important tip. My top boss, if you are already gaining value, smash that like button. Also, it is important for me to understand what you're thinking about starting this journey on YouTube. Have you already started creating content and growing on YouTube, or you are a pro? Let me know on the comment section. At number 9, very important, is the SEO. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. What are the keywords that you input on your title, which will definitely determine how YouTube will rank your video when people come searching for problems and they want a solution to their problems. That is when we were discussing about your video being found on search, either Google or on YouTube. At number 10, before I give you a bonus tip, top bosses, subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss our future episodes. The title matters a lot. The description is another hidden gem. On the description, you have to be very, very intentional. If I may break this down, your title matters. The way you structure your title will definitely determine how YouTube pushes it. If your title has keywords as well as these regions, then it means a lot, because we have come to prove that indeed, if we have certain keywords in the title, or if we include these regions in the title, then it means that YouTube is likely to push that content to that region. Assuming that, for instance, in our case where we talk about solar, how to install solar in USA, it means that people will definitely be searching for solar. Remember, we have used these regions in the title. It means that that is what YouTube will definitely be pushing. So you need to take care of that. The description, apart from what we said, that you need to factor in the first sentence as well as the second sentence, also the meat in that description matters a lot. Of course, I had to mention meat because I love it. But now, what determines much is what you put into that description. Do tags really matter? It's still a debate that we are testing in our team, but we have discovered that indeed, to some extent, tags matter, especially after you have factored in all others. Another important thing that we really take with a lot of weight is the playlist. We have a lot of videos that we have attached them to a playlist, or we have bundled them in a playlist. Why do we do that? We have done that so that in case someone clicks on either of the playlists, it means that they will binge watch our content. Why is it important for people to binge watch your content? You need to first of all generate the views, which is very important. You need watch time, and another important thing is the AVD. Remember what we talked about earlier, average view duration. The more people watch your content, the more it will be pushed to new audiences, because the algorithm on YouTube detects that people love this content. So why don't we push it to another audience? It could be a different one. So we need to really take care of that. Now, before we end this video, I had promised you a bonus tip, and here it comes. You have to include something that is very important in your journey on YouTube, which is a YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio will give you real-time metrics, so that instead of creating content just out of your mind, you create content that your audience loves, wants to watch, and this will guarantee you more watch time as well as give you a lot of views, and this will help you in your journey to monetization. And apart from monetization, it will also help you to get more views, which will definitely translate to more money that is hitting your bank account. Thank you so much for watching our today's video regarding this topic. If you are looking forward to earning on YouTube as well as other social media platforms, and even grow your company just like we have done with our company, which is Top Heights Solar, definitely click on the link that is below, and I'll be guiding you to learn more when it comes to growing on social media, quitting your 9 to 5, as well as having financial independence.